Today, guys, I wanted to go over something that I think should be changed and fixed in Grand RP once again. I don't know if you guys saw the previous video I made about this, talking about airplanes, helicopters, and boats, but today we're talking about something a little bit different that will definitely benefit the community a whole lot more. So I hope you guys go on to enjoy the video. As usual, if you haven't already joined the city before and want to, be sure to click the link down below in the description, click on Start Playing, select which server you want to play on, register an account, and download the launcher, and then you're good to go. And of course, if you would like to join my family and have access to drive all these cars and take part in fun family events where I'm going to be giving out some cold hard cash, be sure to join the Discord down below in the description, and we'll try to find you in the city as soon as possible to get you into the family. But anyways, let's get this video started. So, as you guys know, a lot of people have joined the city. Over 350,000 accounts have been made just for EN1, which is pretty crazy. Like, when I first joined, there was only 14,000 people that have ever joined the city, and now that number has gone up much, much higher, obviously. But like I said, I've been going around talking to some people, just getting their opinions on certain things in the city. And one thing a lot of the newer players have been bringing to my attention is they get in trouble very quickly. They'll just be doing whatever in the city, and then out of nowhere, boom, they're in De Morgan. Or boom, they're banned or muted or something like that. And I honestly see it happen a lot to a bunch of different people. Now, when I first joined this city, this was my first RP server that I ever joined. And I'm sure it's the exact same way for a lot of you guys even watching this video right now. You might have tried out some other RP servers along the way, but ended up coming back to Grand because honestly, it's just what ends up happening. Most people just end up coming back to Grand RP after trying out other servers because honestly, this one just has a homey feel, I guess, when it comes to RP servers. It's kind of hard to explain, but either way, everybody ends up coming back. But for new players, when they first join, you pretty much just register an account, go through this very quick storyline, 5 little missions, and then you're off and in the city. And then that is when they end up getting in trouble. Because a lot of people don't actually read the rules in the Discord. Even when I first joined the city, I kinda looked at the rules, just went over them fairly quickly, and then went straight into the game. And I honestly just kinda kept to myself, but there was a lot of things that I had no idea about. And I probably could have gotten in trouble for doing it if I got caught. All the way back in, I don't even know, 2022 or 2021 when I first joined. And like I said, I'm assuming a lot of the new players that have joined haven't read through every single one of the rules or memorized the key ones that you need to follow constantly because those are the easiest ones to break. But there's even one very simple one that I see people get in trouble for all the time, and that's a foreign language in a green zone. You could speak any language you want to anyone you want as long as it's not in a GZ. But the second you enter a GZ and start talking any other language that's not English in an English server, you can get muted for that, or even anti-AFK. But I'm assuming a lot of people know that's against the rules, but they still do it anyways. And then there's other things like VDM, RDM, car ramming, and the list goes on and on. But those are some of the main rules that I see so many people get in trouble for, and they don't know why or what happened. Like I said, when you first join the city and actually get into the game, there's nothing that really tells you anything about the rules unless you go and look in the Discord. And when you do go look in the Discord, there is tons and tons of rules to go through. Nobody's going to memorize every single one of those, especially if it's the first server you've ever joined. And even if it isn't the first server, I guarantee you there's not one person here that can list off every single one of the rules by heart. But you kind of know the gist of it and what to do and what not to do. There's some other servers out there that have intros when you first join. Some of them are just cool cinematics and some of the awesome stuff you could do, like how a GTA trailer would pretty much be set up. And then other ones make you do tests to see your knowledge of RP. And if you don't know certain things, then you won't be allowed access to the server. Of course, people can easily cheat on that because you could literally just search the question up on Google and then put the exact answer that they're looking for. Even if they did add that though, it would definitely be beneficial and probably save a lot of people from random punishments that they didn't know that they could get. Before we get into what I think a great solution would be, and this is just my opinion, comment down below, how many times have you guys randomly gotten punished for a rule that you broke, but you didn't know you broke a rule? I'm just curious, because I talked to a couple people and they said it was happening a lot. Anyways, what I think a great solution would be is adding a little intro video going over some of the main rules that get broken constantly by a lot of the players in the city. And these rules get broken by people that have been in the city for a very long time, like me, or people who literally just joined as of right now. So a quick little intro video that takes about 1 minute, just going over some of the basic rules. Like VDM, it would take about 10 seconds to explain it to anybody. If you're in a car and you see somebody standing in the road, and then you ram into them with your car, that's VDM. It's against the rules and you will get punished and sent to De Morgan. There's even other tiny little rules that, honestly, you wouldn't think would be a rule, like spamming your horn you can get in trouble for. A lot of people do that and they're like, why the hell did I just go to De Morgan for this? All I was doing was honking my horn. Or even the no life rule, which I know for a fact gets broken a lot. If you're in an RP scenario and you die, you're not allowed to go back to that scene for 15 minutes. And if you do, then you're breaking that rule. So like I said, a little intro video wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because then you could see exactly what you shouldn't do. Like I said, just for some of the main rules that get broken constantly. And of course, if you want to go more in depth with it, you can just go look at the Discord. But I constantly see people getting in trouble for the same things every single time I fly into the city. And I'm sure a lot of them didn't know they weren't allowed to do that because, like I said, for a lot of people, this is their first RP server. And some of them come in and treat it exactly like GTA Online and don't know that there's so many rules that can get them in trouble. And that's just the type of stuff they would do in GTA Online, obviously. And if they don't want to do something like an intro video when you first load into the city, another option would be adding a little tab in the rules section stating some of the main rules that get broken a lot. Because there is a pretty good amount of them, like I said. Wouldn't really be too hard to make either. Just 5 or 6 bullet points of the main rules that get broken all the time. I personally think the intro video would be great. Just a quick 1 minute, maybe minute and a half video of like 6 or 7 rules that are constantly broken. I'm sure it would benefit a lot of people. Because like I said, as I was going around, a lot of the people I talked to were just like, yeah, I got punished for this and I didn't know why. And then I had to explain it to them because, you know, you're not allowed to do that. And this jacket's only 6.6 mil. Bro, I might have to cop that. Damn, that's actually nice. Miss having these jackets. But yeah, to sum things up, when you go and read through all of the rules in the Discord, it can look a little bit confusing, I guess, because there is a lot to go through. And obviously, not every rule is going to affect you, especially if you literally just join the city. And even when it comes to joining organizations, a lot of people come to this city to just be a cop, or be a gang member, or be an FIB, or something like that. And they go in, dependent on who's running the organization, obviously, they will have to follow rules according to them. And if they don't do a good job at training them, then obviously, you know, they get kind of screwed. And sometimes it can get terrible for the orb, they'll get warnings and end up getting shut down. And I've seen that happen a bunch of times in the past as well. Like I said though, it's because some of these people, one hand, could just be trolling and being annoying, but a lot of them just had no idea that they broke whatever rule that they broke, because it wasn't made extremely clear to them. I know some people are probably like, well, just go read the rules. It's that simple. And my game just crashed, which was lovely. But anyways, like I was saying, yeah, you could just go read the rules. It's really that simple. But I mean, people still get in trouble constantly. And a lot of them, like I said, just have no idea that they actually broke those specific rules. So I think it could be made a lot clearer to some of the newer players in the city, just because it keeps happening constantly. And honestly, it's really not the server's fault whatsoever, because the rules are there. You can go and read them. But I do think they could be made a little bit more clear, like I said, especially because this server is just one of the main servers people come to for their first RP server. Obviously, a long time ago, people were playing on other servers before this one opened. But nowadays, like I said, just this server alone, over 350,000 people have joined. A lot of them have never played on another RP server before, and they're definitely going to be a bit confused. So if certain things like that could be a bit more clear to them, I think it would definitely help out. Because even when I'm driving around, I know a lot of these people don't mean to be doing certain things, but it's very, very annoying. Like, even when I just go to EMS or something, just to get some medkits, and I hear 2 people standing in a corner, obviously it's a green zone, and they're just screaming in a completely different language, it gets really annoying. They might know that they're not allowed to do that, or they might not know. Who knows? I think it would help out a lot. Let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think the best solution for this would be? To change absolutely nothing and leave it how it is? To make a bullet point list of some of the main rules that get broken consistently in the Discord? Add a test when you first join the server to see the knowledge of the person when it comes to RP rules? Or add a little intro video showcasing certain aspects of the city, some of the main rules that people break a lot, and even some more information about what level you need to be to do this, what level you need to be to do that. And honestly, even when it comes to the main storyline of this city, they could actually teleport you into another dimension in the storyline and show you examples of the rules that have been broken. There's a lot of little changes that could definitely be made, and different concepts that you could come up with just to make things a little bit better for the community. Let me know what you guys think of this down below in the comment section. because like I said, talked to a bunch of people, and this was one of the main things that did come up a lot as well. But anyways, I guess that is going to wrap things up for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.